What's going on, YouTube? It's your buddy, Real Suburban Angler. I'm out here super early in the morning. Or at least it feels super early. Baby got me up last night. It was a rough night. But yeah, I want to see if we can do a little bit of topwater action. It's super windy. I know a storm's coming. It's gonna get bad. There's a bunch of vultures over here eating a carcass, man. They're going off on it. But yeah, I'm gonna try some topwater. Throw the worm around, throw the jig. That's what I got. Some grass mats and some hydrilla. I hate fishing in hydrilla. I hate it. Start out with the whopper plopper. Let's see what happens. Well, I threw it right over here, right along. I know you can see I've got some grass edges right here. Threw it along that grass edge. It got blown up on once. So I say, forget it, I'll cast over here. As soon as I cast it over there, got blown up on. 3 seconds later, got blown up on again. The third one was that bass. So, that many blow-ups in less than a minute. Let's see if we can get another. While I'm fishing, let me just go ahead and throw in a tip. When you're using a topwater bait, something like the whopper plopper, you know, go ahead and take mind when you're casting of how many blowups you're getting. You know, if you're noticing like I am, you're getting a lot of blowups in just a couple of minutes, then, you know, you might want to stick with it versus, you know, you just get one blowup and you're thinking, oh, this thing's gonna get hit. And then, you know, you fish it for another hour, it doesn't get hit at all. So understanding the difference between, you know, a random blowup and they really want it, knowing the difference between those two, you know, will help you be able to switch over lures and not waste as much time on something that isn't going to catch fish. And you may not consider that a tip, but I do, because it plays true every time I go. Alright, so since we got that blow up, let me go ahead and throw out another tip in the video. You'll notice this morning that when I got here, it's kind of glassy along the bank here, and then it gets a little rougher out, but you can notice where the wind, it's coming in. Everything is getting pushed right in toward this point. I don't know if you can see by the waves out there with the mist where the fountain is, but everything is getting pushed in on this point right here. So when you've got, you know, the wind, the waves, all that stuff just pushing up against a point, everything that's microscopic, that anything like, you know, shiners, any kind of bait fish would be feeding on, that stuff with the miniature little bit of current that gets produced by that wind, that current is going to go ahead and move some of those you know, particles, and some of those bait fish are going to move in there and start eating some of those little bits. And when, of course, the bait fish start moving in there to eat those little microscopic pieces, of course, the bass are going to follow the bait fish right in there, and you're going to find everything kind of congregating in the same area. So that's why you see out of everywhere, I'm not just fishing randomly at some place. I kind of tried to, you know, pick a pocket and kind of have a point right here as well, and the wind is pushing everything up on it, versus down there it's probably really glassy and everything's been pushed this way. There's probably nothing even down there. There could be, but, you know, the likelihood is not very high. So that's another tip for the video, just to make sure you're picking your location correctly, you know, if you want to increase the, you know, amount of fish you catch. Now you can go to those other places and you might be able to catch a tank down there, but, you know, he might be by himself, versus, you know, this morning I'd rather make sure we're just catching some fish, so I'm rather going for numbers more than size. And also I'm using a topwater, and oh, right there, Jesus God, just talking about it. Good God. He's a little guy, but it's cool that he hit the topwater. They're really cold. Thought these bass would be warmer. Must be all the rain cooled them off. Tell you what, last night I just replaced these hooks. I went to the store and got some of those new Mustad hooks. Or not, they're not new hooks, but these are new ones. Yeah, and got those replaced. I think these are size 4? No, these are size 2. Yeah, it's just size 2 treble hooks, and so far, man, whew, any fish that they've even grazed, they've hooked into. I was trying to wrap up that tip, but anyway, you can see now It's all about location, location, location. Try to keep, you know, certain things in mind. Wind, you know, whether or not it's glassy, whether or not it's a little bit of chop, you know, overcast, what kind of lighting conditions you've got. Ah, freaking hydrilla. Yeah, let's fish on. They're not giants yet, but you keep throwing. Oh, that's a bigger one. Little bit bigger, a little bit, but hey, that's cool, we'll take it. God, those freaking new Mustad hooks, man, are no joke. God. Those things even touch you, man, you're hooked. A little bit better size, not bad. Here's another tip I'm going to throw out for the video. You can see here, this whopper plopper looks okay. Now I'm fishing fluorocarbon line going right to a swivel, a snap swivel. And I've already got some abrasions right here. Now, I should probably go ahead and change this out soon, or maybe only catch 1 or 2 more bass on it and check the condition of the line, because I don't want to lose this whopper plopper. And anybody that owns a whopper plopper knows that these things are not cheap. So yeah, I definitely don't want to lose this thing because it is a killer. So that's a tip for you to be able to keep a lot of your lures and keep them from being lost. If you're using fluorocarbon line, keep checking the condition, cut it and retie it if you have to. Or what I sometimes do is I'll tie braids straight to it, but I'm noticing this morning I'm getting a lot more hits when I tie the fluorocarbon to it. So fluorocarbon leader seems to be working. I've also got some killer conditions right now. It's just, you know, a little bit of wind, this pocket, a point. I might have to go soon. It's starting to rain. All right, we're back in action. I decided to switch over to the worm. This is a, let me see. This is a Yum Dinger in watermelon with red flake. This is a Gamakatsu wide gap hook. 3/16 ounce tungsten weight, bullet weight, and also a little stopper right there at the top. So that's what we're using, and that goes up to 12-pound fluoro, going all the way down. Actually, the whole spool was 12-pound fluoro, so that's how I had to get around these micro guides. I couldn't use a uni knot to tie a nice leader, or at least a heavy-duty leader, so I had to go fluorocarbon all the way to the spool. So go. That's a better one. Freaking choked it. God, dude. Freaking kidding me? God. Bled all over the freaking place. He'll live, but damn, he was a bleeder. God, he's in that hydrilla mat. I think. Yeah, he's still on. I'm down there moving in that damn hydrilla. Little guy. Felt like a 10-pounder on all that damn hydrilla. He ended up being a grass bass. You know, I'm gonna throw out a tip for the video, but when you're fishing ponds, you know, a lot, it's a good idea to just throw at the things that you've got at least some, you know, differences along the bank. So you want to look for areas that have, like, you know, this V right here where it comes to a point. Try casting at that point a few times and see if you can hook up. Another thing to remember too is that when you're out here throwing, you throw in top waters and stuff like that, but you might have to throw it in an area 10 times. You know, before you, you know, either get a blow up or a bite, whatever you're using. I'd say work it from different angles, but I don't really want to walk all the way over there just to cast different spots. So, I mean, I'm just trying to hit it from different spots from over here while I can. Fish on. My God, he came out of nowhere. Yeah, woohoo! I mean, obviously he's a tiny one, but I mean, it's still nice to get one in your first couple of casts. You want to see something? Check this out. This is how crazy Florida bass are. Can you see that as a comparison? He hit a whopper plopper exactly half the length of his body. Crazy Florida bass, man. What can I tell you? Well, didn't expect one in the first cast on the worm, but it happened. Oh man, it's a good one. Come on, guys, stop jumping. Jesus, he won't stop. All right. That is a lot healthier fish. Look at that bad boy. There he goes. Look at that. Absolutely choked that jig. You think he liked it? Choked it. That is a fatty. Told you they were hitting. That's how it's done. What up? What up?
Was the first cast?
Second cast of the Whopper Plopper. But
Little baby guy.
dude, is that his first cast?
Yeah.
Deshaun. Don't break it, Matt. Nice, dude. Try and see if you can drag him right up and on the store. Yeah, just keep him on, Matt. Oh, he's good, dude. Don't break it, Matt. Don't break it. Just keep him on. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. That's a good one. Dude. Cool, man. Get a picture out of that. Sweet.
Little baby. Not bad.
Dude, he had that thing bent. Nice. Oh, yo. Yeah, baby. Woo! You can see that on the camera. Look how sharp his teeth are. God. I said, you know what? That's one of them there bass. Dude, they got some sharp teeth in here. Uh-oh. Another chunker. That is awesome. Anyway, I want to say thanks to everybody who's already subscribed to my channel. If you're not a subscriber yet, please go ahead and hit that. Mash the like button for me, and do me a favor, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of some of these pond bass videos. I mean, whether or not I should keep doing them or not, or you guys want to see some different locations, whatever. Yeah, just go ahead and post it down below, and I'll get right back to you. Also, too, if you like these, I've got other pond videos too. I'll go ahead and drop another one right there. You'll see that flash if you want to. Go ahead and click on that right there, and that'll take you over to another couple of pond videos that I've got, and got a couple of good tip videos also too, so go ahead and check those out. It's a heck of a time, and I'll see you guys around. Later.